Depression and anxiety are two of the most common mental health conditions in the world affecting hundreds of millions of people. Although they are often mentioned together, they are not the same. Depression is rooted in emotional heaviness, sadness, emptiness, and a loss of pleasure, while anxiety revolves around fear, worry, tension, and a constant sense of threat. Yet despite their differences, these two conditions frequently coexist, creating a complex emotional experience that can be difficult to understand from the outside. Recognizing how depression and anxiety differ and how they overlap is an essential step in supporting yourself or someone you care about. Depression, also called major depressive disorder, is characterized by persistent sadness, hopelessness, and emotional numbness. People with depression often describe feeling heavy, empty, or disconnected from life. They may lose interest in the things that once made them happy and struggle to find meaning or motivation. Tasks that used to feel easy suddenly become overwhelming. Even getting out of bed, showering, or answering a message can feel like climbing a mountain. Depression slows everything down: thoughts, emotions, energy, and physical movement. It creates a sense of emotional darkness that makes the future seem bleak or impossible. Anxiety, on the other hand, is defined by excessive fear, worry, and nervousness. Rather than slowing down, anxiety speeds everything up. The mind races with what-if thoughts, the heart beats faster, and the body stays on high alert as if danger is always near. Anxiety keeps a person constantly anticipating something bad happening, even when there is no real threat. Symptoms like restlessness, tight chest, fast breathing, and difficulty concentrating make everyday situations feel overwhelming. Anxiety is like living in a constant state of caution and fear. While depression feels heavy and slow, anxiety feels tense and fast. Depression says nothing matters. Anxiety says everything might go wrong. These conflicting emotional states can coexist, creating a painful internal battle. Imagine wanting to move forward in life, but feeling too depressed to try, while simultaneously feeling too anxious to sit still or relax. This combination often leads to exhaustion, mental, emotional, and physical, as the mind switches between hopelessness and fear. One of the key differences between depression and anxiety is the type of thoughts they generate. Depression often brings self-critical thoughts, such as, "I'm not good enough," "nothing will ever get better," or "I'm a burden to others." Anxiety brings fear-driven thoughts, such as, "What if something bad happens? What if I fail? Or what if I lose control?" While the thought patterns differ, both create emotional distress that interferes with daily life. Another major difference is the physical response. Depression slows down the body. People may sleep too much, move slowly, or lack energy. Their body feels drained and heavy. Anxiety activates the body's fight or flight system, leading to symptoms such as sweating, trembling, rapid heartbeat, dizziness, stomach discomfort, and difficulty breathing. In severe cases, anxiety can trigger panic attacks, sudden waves of intense fear that make a person feel like they are dying or losing control. Despite these differences, depression and anxiety share several overlapping symptoms. Both can cause sleep disturbances, either too much sleep or not enough. Both disrupt concentration, making it difficult to focus, study, or complete tasks. Both contribute to irritability, emotional exhaustion, and withdrawal from social activities. Both can make a person feel overwhelmed and disconnected from others. These overlapping symptoms can make diagnosis challenging without professional evaluation. Depression and anxiety also share similar root causes. Genetics, brain chemistry imbalances, traumatic experiences, chronic stress, hormonal changes, and medical conditions can all contribute to both disorders. Some individuals may be biologically predisposed to developing both. Others may experience anxiety first, which over time exhausts the mind and leads to depression. In other cases, depression creates a sense of fear about the future, triggering anxiety. This bidirectional relationship explains why many people experience both conditions simultaneously. The emotional experience of having both depression and anxiety can be extremely painful. People often describe feeling stuck between two extremes. They want to rest because depression makes them exhausted, but anxiety keeps their mind racing. They want to make decisions, but depression says, why bother? While anxiety says, what if you choose wrong? They want connection, but depression makes them withdraw, and anxiety makes them fear judgment. This internal conflict can make daily functioning incredibly difficult, even when nothing seems visibly wrong on the outside. Another important aspect to understand is how depression and anxiety affect relationships. Depression can make a person feel unworthy of love or support, leading them to push others away or isolate themselves. Anxiety can cause fear of disappointing others, fear of being misunderstood, or fear of conflict. Together, these conditions create a communication barrier that is difficult to break. Loved ones may feel confused, unable to understand why the person is distant, overwhelmed, or emotionally reactive. Recognizing that these behaviors stem from mental health challenges, not personal flaws, is essential for compassion and support. Left untreated, both depression and anxiety can worsen over time. They can impair work performance, academic functioning, physical health, and overall quality of life. Some people turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms, such as substance use, overeating, or avoidance, which only create more problems. In severe cases, depression may lead to suicidal thoughts, while anxiety may lead to panic disorders or debilitating fears. Early recognition and intervention are key to preventing long-term complications. The good news is that both depression and anxiety are treatable. Therapy, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, helps individuals identify negative thought patterns and develop healthier coping strategies. Medication may be helpful for regulating brain chemicals that contribute to mood and anxiety symptoms. Lifestyle changes, such as exercise, sleep regulation, stress management, and social support, also play a major role in recovery. Mindfulness, breathing techniques, and grounding exercises can help reduce anxiety, while structured routines and meaningful activities, it can help counteract depression. For individuals who struggle with both conditions, treatment often requires a combination of approaches tailored to their specific needs. Recovery is not always linear. There are good days and difficult days, but with the right support, healing is possible. Understanding the differences and similarities between depression and anxiety empowers people to seek help, communicate their experiences, and break free from the cycle of emotional suffering. If you or someone you know is dealing with depression, anxiety, or both, remember you are not weak and you are not alone. These conditions are real, common, and treatable. Reaching out for help is not a sign of failure. It is an act of courage, strength, and hope.